everyone, it's Andy's weight loss journey. I realize this video is really late. It is currently the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to all my American followers. I meant to do a video for my 6-month update, and 6 months came and went. It's now 8 months, I believe, since I've started this journey. And I decided I have some free time, so I'm going to do the video now. It won't be a really long one, but I just wanted to give an update on what's been happening and how I've been going, everything like that. So my starting weight on October 25th was 167 kilos, which is, sorry, I'm just looking at my cheat sheet here for conversions for metric and standard. So 167 kilos is 368 pounds. I know, I was heavy. Still am, but getting there. So yeah, in August of last year, 2017, I was at my heaviest, which was 170 kilos, which is 375 pounds. And I was uncomfortable. My knees were really hurting. My back's constantly hurting. I have a meniscal tear in my left knee, and my right knee is not far behind. It's not much better. I am getting a fused L4 and L5 in my back from a car accident years ago when I was younger. So, I mean, I've got some things that are stacked against me that aren't going to get better with or without weight loss, but it definitely doesn't help to have the extra weight on. So yeah, I was having a really hard time walking around, being heavy chested. I find when I lay down, everything hits up there and it's hard to breathe anyway. It's a lot harder to breathe when you have all this extra weight around your neck and your face and everything else. So I decided it was time to do something about it. So August, I started with a different company, I won't mention names, another weight loss type program. A little bit expensive, couldn't really maintain that. I did lose a couple of kilos with it, put a couple back on. Then in September of 2017, I didn't do anything. And it wasn't until, I think it was the 23rd of October, I decided this is it. Like, I need to start. You can see in my previous videos, why I started, a little bit about that. So October 25th, like I said, my starting weight was 167 kilos, which was 368 pounds. I took measurements. I find that taking measurements with a sewing like tape measure, obviously not one of those hard metal ones, it's really good to see the measurements because recently, I've been a bit slack and my weight loss has slowed down a bit due to my own laziness. But it's good to kind of see the difference if you're having a week where you're like, oh wow, I only lost, 500 grams, like a pound or something. It's good to go, well, I've still lost 2 centimeters from around my waist, or, I've still lost like 3 centimeters from around my gut or something like that. It's still encouraging to see that even though your numbers may stay the same, because muscle, when you build muscle, you may not be losing fat, but you have the muscle mass building, which is more weight, if that makes sense. Muscle doesn't weigh more than fat. Like a pound of fat is a pound of muscle. It's the same. It's a misconception when people say that. A pound of feathers is still a pound of fat. It's the same. It's still a pound. It's just that there's a lot more of it, is what I'm trying to say. So the density and the, what it takes up in your body is different. So anyway, tangent. At my 6 months weigh-in, I have had officially lost 33 kilos. So 33 kilos is 72 pounds. So that was really, really exciting. I did get to 35 just after that, which is 78 pounds, but I put it straight back on, and I've been yo-yoing with those couple of kilos, pounds for the past 2 months now. So at 6 months, which is what this video is about, I had lost 33 pounds, which, like I said, was 33 kilos, which was 73 pounds, something like that. My weight went from 167 kilos And on the 23rd of May, which was 6 months later, I weighed 137 kilos. So the number was great. I felt a lot better. Not only that, like I noticed it in my face. I have a chin, a jawline, like, hello, nice to meet you. Getting a bit of clavicle action coming back. So it's good. Not only that, I feel a lot better. I have a lot more energy. I don't have headaches, all these things that I hear about. It's kind of cool to live it and be like, this is happening to me now. Like, I've watched videos my entire life of people that have lost weight, and I think one day, like, I wonder if that's true. Like, is what they're saying real? Because it's easy to look at somebody else and think, oh, wow, they've lost all this weight, but to understand what someone's going through, and every person's journey and every person's story is going to be completely different. I have friends and family that are saying, oh, wow, I wish I could lose, half of what you've lost. I have a lot more weight to lose than you do. It's all relative to our own lives. It's easier said than done to say don't compare yourself to others. We all do it. It's human nature. But if you can try, just maybe try to have a different mindset and a different perspective on the fact that it's not that you can or can't lose as much weight as somebody else, but someone like myself who has a significant amount of weight to lose, it's going to come off me a lot quicker if I'm as disciplined as somebody else that may only have like 15 kilos to lose or, 20 pounds. It's a lot different. So try not to get yourself down if you think, oh, I could never do that, or I could never lose that much weight, because it's not necessarily, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own life to live, and, we are all built different. So just try and think of getting yourself out there, getting started, and sticking to it. I'm happy to help and give suggestions. I'm not a doctor, I've said that before, but what works for me may not necessarily work for you or somebody else that you know. So you have to kind of a little bit of trial and error, find what works for you and stick to it. As far as measurements go, I lost a total of 71 centimeters. That's 28 inches in 6 months. The measurements that I take, I don't know, I hear people say like, I lost 700 centimeters. And I'm like, how does that work? I measure around my bicep, I'm not sure. Bicep, yeah, not T. Spelled like that. Anyway, I measure my arm. I measure my thigh. I measure my belly button on my belly button. I measure below my belly button on my gut, as I like to call it. It's that big fatty bit that a lot of people have that I just would love to be gone one day. And I measure my waist, so the innermost part on my body. And then I just started measuring around my neck because someone was like, oh, you can lose, you'll lose weight. And I've always had to wear really long necklaces because normal size chains, they're very small and tight on me. So surprisingly enough, I have lost centimeters around my neck. So that's good. Anyway, I lost 7 centimeters total from my arm, which is 2.75 inches. I lost 16 centimeters from my thigh, which is 6.3 inches. 18 centimeters from my belly button, which is 7.1 inches. I lost 21 centimeters from around my gut, which is the part I want gone the most, which is 8.3 inches. I lost 7 centimeters from around my waist, which is 2.75 inches. And I actually lost 2 centimeters from around my neck, which is 0.8 of an inch, so almost an inch. Which was the total of 71 centimeters, which is 28 inches, which makes me feel amazing. And it is overwhelming, and I get emotional looking at those numbers thinking, wow, I did that in 6 months. Like, that is so awesome. And I think I was on a little bit of a high too of like, I've done so well that I can slow down a bit. So in the past 2 months, since I hit 6 months, I've had a few things going on in my life. Not that they're excuses, but these are reasons why I've done what I've done. I had started having a few little treats here and there. I stopped going exercising as much. Pardon me, we're in winter here in Australia, so it's cold and I don't want to get in the pool, but the pool's heated, so I have no excuse. I started back today at Aqua Fitness this morning, and I'm going again tonight. So I'm getting it done. Anyway, this is just my quick little update. Oh, and sizing. So I've gone from being a size 26 pants, like jeans in Australia, to a size 20. They get on. They're a little bit tight still, but they're on. A little bit baggy in the legs. It's just the belly. So from a 26 to a 20. So I've gone down for 3 pant sizes because they go up by 2s. So that's really exciting. Also, dresses have gone down significantly. A lot of the dresses I buy now, because they are stretchy, are an 18 to 20. And tops, I've gone from wearing like a 3 or 4XL into maybe like a double XL extra large, depending on if it's men's or women's. But again, don't pay so much attention to your clothing sizes necessarily, because a lot of different companies, their sizing is different. Like I can try on a size 18 at Big W or something like that, and then try on a size 18, say at JJ's, and it's tight. It does not happen. It's not a thing that's happening yet. But yeah, I don't know. Inspiration for the day is just stick to it, keep going. I am getting myself back on track and holding myself accountable, which is also why I wanted to do this video, because 6 months, like I said, came and went. It's almost a month and a half, 2 months later, and I just want to get back on track and continue logging and measuring and be accountable. So if you need help or inspiration or anything, please feel free to contact me, message me, follow me on Facebook, Andrea's Weight Loss Journey. And I hope that everyone has a great day. And thanks for watching. Bye.